Finally tonight, they're quick, they're tasty, and as the weather gets warmer, there's never one far away. We're talking about food trucks.
Food trucks. In cities across the country, these rolling restaurants are popping up everywhere.
LA is known for its food trucks, but this one is different.
Oh, he's here. I see him. How you doing? Good to see you. What do you got that's good today? When I first started Guerrilla Tacos, I didn't get the best ingredients. It was very simple. It was like carne asada and chicken, which was basic, and I didn't want to just do that. It was more of just like a fun thing to do, and after a while, people were kind of digging it, and I was like, well, let me try my own spin on certain things, and that's when I really found that, oh, I can do this.
Sitting right here.
What are we looking for? A lot of like color on it?
First of all, the color, no rainbow.
So it's like a solid color?
Yeah, solid color.
I mean, I've been cooking for about over 10 years now. I think I came into my cooking around 3 years ago, because before that was a lot of just training and working with this chef and working with that chef. And it wasn't until I started Guerrilla Tacos and really started cooking my own food and I developed a style. Like, I didn't know what my style was. I mean, I'm from LA and I've worked here and trained there, and using California ingredients and being Mexican American, for me, it was the most approachable food that I can think of. And it was my favorite food. Like, my favorite thing to eat, tacos. You can eat them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, super late night, and I can put anything on it and I can make it approachable. Something that somebody would normally not order and somebody can taste it and be like, I've had that before. I had it from Guerrilla Tacos. I did that foie gras with bacon taco.
When was the opening day?
August, it was late August 2012. At first, it was very much a necessity. I did it as a second income experiment. I had $167 in my pocket. I made a phone call on a Tuesday. They told me I can set up my cart. I went and bought a bunch of ingredients with the last money that I had, set it up on Wednesday, and doubled my money. I went from $167 to $305, which was like, fuck yes, I made some money, you know? But as we grew, I asked my customers, I was like, hey, if I got better ingredients, would you guys pay a little bit more? Because I couldn't charge $2 a taco for, you know, doing sea urchin or doing like spot prawns or something really cool like that. The majority of them said, yeah, that sounds good. So I hit the farmer's market, started buying better pork, started looking for sourcing for more obscure, kind of cool ingredients. But when people started getting noticed and stuff is when LA Weekly did a piece like, hey, there's a chef that was working with Gary Menace and working with Walter that's doing these tacos in the Arts District. It started really getting like people to come out, and then people who were like, what's going on here? What is this crowd here on Wednesday nights? Why are there people like hanging out at this little taco cart? So we worked the cart for one entire year. We had no idea where it was going to lead or where it was going to go. And one evening, 2012, it was about 6 o'clock, 2 cops came and they're like, you don't have no permits. We've gotten complaints that you guys had an open barbecue. And I was trying to explain to them, I was like, we have no open barbecue. But either way, they shut us down and it was a nightmare. It was the most stressful time probably in my life. I made some phone calls and I found out I can lease a truck. Wednesday service comes, we roll up in the blue truck. Half an hour later after we set up, people were like happy to see us there. Like, you guys got a truck? And I was like, hell yeah, we got a truck. And they're like, I thought it took forever to do that. I was like, yeah, I thought so too. When you really need it, you make it happen. The drive that I have, it's something that you really need to push yourself. Like when we get a really good review in the Times or we get some really cool media, I enjoy it, I live in that moment, and I pass it on. So for me, it's like, all right, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. What's bigger, what's better, what else can we do? A typical day in Guerrilla Tacos, I'll wake up at 6 a.m., drive to Sun Valley, make sure we have propane, make sure we have gas, and then drive it to whatever location. Then you gotta get everything going. Stoves on, preps on, meats is on. That's when you actually start dealing with food. Set up our stations, boom, 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 hopefully ready by the time we're supposed to be. And once we're open, we have to make sure we have enough product. Silver Lake Wine it's just so busy. It just cranks. Like we have to make sure we have enough food. We'll have potatoes cooking. We have agua fresca going. We have enough sea urchin cracked. 30 tickets. There's a line, and you just got to keep going. Bang, 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 bang it all out. And we'll do an average of about 115 to 130 covers there, which is what you'd get in a normal restaurant sometimes. So for me, it's just chaos. So like sometimes friends will come by and knock on the window, and I'll just turn around and go, hey, and just like go back to it, because for the most part, it's just like, just go, 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 go. that's basically the night at Silver Lake Wine from inside the truck. When I set out to do Guerrilla Tacos, I didn't try to make a different taco. I just tried to go out something that I really enjoyed, that I felt was missing in Los Angeles at the time. There's nothing that I say, oh, I can't use that because that's not Mexican, or I can't do that because that's not what you get in a taco. For me, it's like, this tastes good, fuck it. So we would experiment and see if this works, that works, and if customers dig it, they dig it. If they don't, they choose with their dollars. They can go anywhere else and they choose to come to you. So that's my first priority, is the customer. Second is that the food is excellent and that my cooks enjoy what they do. And for me, like, I don't see an end to it. I want to put my permanent tattoo on the city. We're here to stay. Being on the cart in the truck, we made a really good splash, but that's all it was, is those 2 years. For me, it's like, I want to make sure that when you come to LA and you're like, where should we go? You have to come to Guerrilla Tacos. And I think for Guerrilla Tacos, the legacy that I want to leave behind isn't the food. It isn't that our tacos are inventive. I think it's more the story of how we started with the cart, and from the cart to the truck, from the truck to the brick and mortar where we are standing at now. I would hope that that would motivate people. And I hope that somebody, that a young cook or anybody in any other kind of field can see, like, with $167 and the right drive and the right passion, you can make anything happen.